Hey guys, reaching out to you. Wanted to share something called the connection formula with you. A little thank you for being part of our advanced reader team. This is something very special to me. It came about 8 years ago, faced with donating a kidney to my father, which was a life-threatening situation for both of us. I had a moment of clarity. And what I said is I told my dad that if we were going out, because there was a chance, I didn't want to go out as strangers. I told him, I said, Dad, I don't really know who you are. I don't think you know who I am. And if this is it, I don't want to go out like that. So as uncomfortable as it was, we sat on a beach for a few hours and we came up with 3 questions. It wasn't expected, but we came up with 3 questions that we answered for each other. And it gave us some clarity and revealed some things about each other that I thought we'd probably have been wanting to know for a long time. This process has been known as the connection formula. It's been helping hundreds of families now connect. It's one of the favorite parts of the family retreats that we put on. And if you're wanting to have a deeper, more real understanding of the people you love, this has been the most powerful way and easiest way I've seen how to get there. So let me explain to you the 3 questions and how you use them. Attached is you're going to see a sheet. It's 1-page sheet with 3 simple questions. The first question is, what makes you happy? What do you truly care about? Now, the secret here is to be specific. There might be things you haven't shared with your son or your daughter, or they haven't shared with you, and I encourage you both of you to be very vulnerable. Is it horseback riding? Is it surfing? Is it writing? I don't know what it is for you. Do you like to cook? Are you like going out to nice restaurants, beaches, or mountains? I want you to be very specific of things you like and things that have made you happy, things that really make you tick. Put that list down. Second question, what do you truly appreciate about the other person? Now give specific examples. I can tell you for me, I told my dad something I hadn't told him in 35 years. See, he lost his father when he was 6 years old. 6 years old, lost his father. I'd never told him that how proud I was that in all my life, I never heard my dad once, not once, say, well, I didn't have a father. What do you expect? Well, what do you expect? I didn't have a father. My dad never played that card. I never gave him the respect to actually say that to him. And when I wrote that on that piece of paper and shared it with him, absolute game changer in our relationship. Something that he never even knew I appreciated about him. These are the type of things I want you to be specific on. It's uncomfortable, but as the parent, you need to take the lead. Be specific in things that you really appreciate. Don't just say they're funny. Say how they're funny in certain situations. Now, the third question, one thing to work on. What is one thing to work on? Now, we all have 60, 70 different things we want our son or daughter to work on, or they want us to work on. Usually comes down to the one. Ask them to say, what is one thing I can work on? And what I've found working with families for 6 years using this now, this one thing, if you'll stay open to it and be non-defensive and hearing it out, it can absolutely change your relationship. So let me tell you what happened when I did this with my dad. And I went on to do it with my sons. I had a better understanding of the things that mattered. He knew how much writing meant to me, traveling meant to me, having get-togethers meant to me. I understood how much he loved Irish music. Now that after I did this, if there's Irish music within 60 miles of us, we're going to it. And he had said he played music from the time his dad died as a little kid to losing friends, losing relatives, all the way up to this kidney donation. It was very special for us. And I was able to share some things about myself as well. Now, these are the type of ways you can use it. I can tell you I also use this with my sons. When they said, what do they really appreciate about me? They said the way that my dad plays Gaga. Now, this is when they were 6 and 8 years old. It's changed over the years. But this was a silly little game we played on the trampoline. Do you know how many times I said no to that silly little game because I had one more email, one more unimportant text? I didn't know that this was such a strong currency in our relationship. I never missed a game of Gaga after that. This is absolutely the best way I know how to get clear. You don't know what they really care about, but this will guide you on what they really care about. They're going to understand you better, what to do more of, and the one thing to work on. And this is an absolute killer opportunity to do that. I can tell you for me, the result with my father, in 35 years, I don't think my dad really felt like I had his back. I'm sorry to say it, I don't think he did. But after that day, he knew I had his back and vice versa. And that was something very special to me. And it allowed us to go into the kidney transplant with no regrets, no fears, because if it was it, it was it. But we knew who each other were, we knew what we cared about, we were working on the things that we had promised to work on. and it put us in a really good place going into a tough situation. With my two sons, who most of you know, my two oldest I adopted when they were 5 and 7, absolute game changer. It was my game. It was my playbook to say this is what they want me to do more of with them. This is what they appreciate. This is what they care about. This is what I have to work on. The connection formula. It's one of the best things I've ever seen. If you want to get a better understanding of who you really care about and how you can support them better, how you can enjoy each other's company more, and how I could show up better, not only for my father, but my mother, my wife, my kids. I've done this connection formula with all of them. It started with me and my dad, but it expanded out to the people closest to me. This is going to make you feel relieved, more confident, more comfortable in each other's presence. So give yourself this gift. Give yourself this chance. 3 simple questions. Go deep with them, just like a massage. The deeper you go, the more it's going to loosen up and feel better later on. Question number 1. What makes you happy? What do you truly care about? And be specific. Question number 2. What do you truly appreciate about the other person? And be specific. Don't be shy to fill up that page. And number 3, one thing to work on. What's one thing the other person can work on to help improve the relationship? You put these things together, I'm telling you, it's like the magic relational peanut butter and jelly sandwich. The connection formula worked. It's helped absolutely hundreds, if not thousands of families now. I never expected it to help as many people as it did. It was really just me and my dad getting vulnerable on the beach one day, something that Irish Catholics from New Jersey aren't supposed to do. But I love my old man. I love my kids, and this is one of the things that really has allowed me to do it. So take advantage, use this connection formula, and thank you for being a part of our advanced reading team.